Hello everybody, so I am back again with City of Heroes. Semester is finally finished, which means I can do more gameplay for you guys. So as you can tell, things are a little different than where they were last time. I've recreated this character to just be a pure blaster, because as you can see, I have 2 defenders, but before I only had 1 blaster. So I was like, you know what, I want 2 blasters, 2 defenders, make it even in numbers. I might make another controller in the future. I really don't know exactly how or when I'm gonna do it, but when it does happen, you will know. You will know. So for now, until I get her back to where I had her before, which would not be longer hard at all, we're actually going to play around with Shadow Chaser. As you know, we started her off on the resistance side of things, but we might switch her depending on how I truly feel, because it's going to come to a point where I'm going to have to make a moral choice with her and really decide, okay, do I want to switch sides? Because I did undercover work with Doomstorm, and so far she's at level 16, and she's in Neutropolis. Yep. And she's still in the Resistance. I just had her doing undercover work, pretty much the entire time. But I want to see, what it would look like when I switch with Shadow Chaser, because there's quite a bit there. So yeah, let's just delve in. Because she's in a very good spot right now at level 4, where I can pick my contact. So let's get away from Praetor White, also known as Marauder. Call up Calvin Scott. Good to see you're on board with the Resistance, Shadow Chaser. Remember this, we need you on the inside, so play the part. We're planning everything around it. Now then, let's see what we can do to take the fight to Cole. Ask about available missions. Okay. Have you heard of Ricochet? She's one of the finest members of the Resistance, always willing to take the good fight to Cole and his dogs. If you really want to give us a hand on the front lines, you should speak with Ricochet. I can give you her current coordinates. Ricochet is the first contact in the Crusader storyline for the Resistance. Crusaders are ruthless members of the Resistance who are willing to do whatever it takes to bring down Cole. Some whisper that certain members of the Crusaders don't even care about the goals of the Resistance. They just enjoy creating chaos. Okay, clearly I don't want that. But there's a young man named Robert Flores. He's a journalist, but also one of us working topside. He's looking into some matters now for us, but he can't do it alone. He'll need your help in order to infiltrate deeper into Nova Praetoria. Robert Flores is the first contact in the Warden chain of the Resistance stories. Wardens are members of the Resistance who are out to free the people of Praetoria from Cole without any unnecessary casualties. Obviously, that's the one that we want. We obviously want to go with that, for some pretty clear reasons. I gave her the teleportation travel power. Shadow Chaser. Hey Shadow Chaser. I heard from someone that you'd be sent here to talk to me. That's cool. Powers Division, right? Yeah, that's interesting. I can totally use your help, in doing stories. When you're ready to help me find some interesting stories, just let me know. Let's get started. Whoa, I thought they were kidding, but they obviously weren't. Your Powers Division. I can't believe this. Finally, people are waking up. Man, I am so excited to work with you. You have no idea. There's a lot that's going to happen with you and me. Believe me when I say that. When we're finally done here, we'll be so far down the rabbit hole that we won't even know how to get back out. Do you know how Cole and his group work with information, Shadow Chaser? I'll tell you how. They try to make us forget what happened by changing what's written in history. Oh, sound familiar to you? Anybody? Anybody? Pay attention. Nothing major, of course. There's no then Cole made Earth and it was good. But it's the small things that begin to add up. My father took part in the Hamadan Wars. He was part of a group of civilians who banded together to fight off the monsters of the devouring Earth. But he didn't support Cole. And now, he and his group aren't mentioned anywhere. Just wiped away from history. Imagine, 20 years from now, people will think it was just Cole and Praetor White who helped clean things up. My point in all this is that we need to take back control over information. You know, the first thing we need to do is see what they see, which means hacking into the camera that oversee Nova. And how are we going to do that without getting caught? Good question. That's why you need to help me with it. After all, you're a fine, upstanding member of the Powers Division. Me, if I did it as a normal citizen, I'd never be seen again. You, though, if people come up and start asking questions, you can't just say you were using the camera to find traitors. Here in Pretoria, you're almost invincible if you claim your actions are to hunt down traitors. It's a good thing to know, don't you think? The cameras are all around the city. Hack into one of them and let me know if you find any interesting information. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Let's teleport all the way over there. I love teleporting. Amazing job, Shadow Chaser. With these cameras working for us, we can dig through a lot more information about Emperor Cole's lies. You said you found some interesting information on there? Mr. G? Oh man, that guy has all kinds of bad news. At least that's what my sister says. He deals in all sorts of conspiracies in Pretoria. So, what was he dealing with this time? The Ministry of Information and some guy named Eddie Polstra? Huh, that's weird even for him. Why would he be dealing with something like that? There must be more to this Polstra guy than meets the eye. I think we've got ourselves a little mystery to solve. So, I think if we want to move forward on this, we need to see if anyone else in the Resistance has heard about this Eddie Polstra guy, who he is, what he's up to, and why Mr. G is involved. To do that, we need to hook ourselves up to the static. It's the way members of the Resistance contact each other in the underground. It's tough to use, since it breaks up a bit, and we normally get the best reception in ghoul-infested areas. So you tend to get very mixed info, but you do get information. There's a box location nearby, deep in the tunnels, but, well, I guess you can see where I'm going with this. I'll need to fight through ghouls to get to this box. Exactly. But it's not something that Powers Division Girl couldn't handle, right? This information could be important. What if this Eddie Polstra guy has been kidnapped, slated for execution? Who knows what Cole and his guys could be up to with Eddie? We need to do something to help this guy out, Shadow Chaser, even if it means going deep into the den of ghouls. I'd go with you, but, well, I think my sister wouldn't be happy to hear that I was torn apart by ghouls. Also, I kind of scream when I get nervous. Oh, I like this guy. I do. I like this guy, Robert Flores. Yeah, he's funny. Okay, let's just go down to the ghoul tunnels and get this done. And then we'll worry about everything else. Okay, I just used to blast the XP booster. Ah, man, I'm stuck down there. What the frig? Oh, man. Ah. Okay, how do I get out of here? Okay, that answers my question. Let's just do this, and then we can move on to somebody on the more extremist side of the aisle and have some fun causing chaos or indulging in the power of do as I say, but not as I do. Oh, man, this game has one too many real-life parallels. It's not even funny. It's actually kind of sad, if you really think about it, but it makes it bearable. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go. If there's one thing I hate about resistance work is that you're constantly, like, in the tunnels, and I don't like the tunnels for a lot of different reasons. They're very confusing to navigate, so there's some accuracy boost. I really don't want to fight these things, so let's go going down. I really don't want to fight more than I have to. box. It'll be easier to find than that. Oh, there it is. Hello? Can you hear me? Little trouble. There we go. Shadow Chaser, right? I'm BV. Heard about you. You were asking about Eddie Polstra. Bad news. We don't know much about him. All we know is that he's one of Cole's new dogs, maybe more powerful than all of them. We need more information on him if you can get it. Okay. I am out of here. I don't want any ghouls going after me. I mean, Jesus Christ. Seriously. Let's go. Get the hell out of here. Oh, I love teleporting. Did I mention that I love teleporting? I think I did. Alright, here we go. And as you can see, that was Eddie Polstra. Alright, let's go to Robert Flores again. But before we do, let's level up first. Magisterium. Beautiful. You know what? I'm not even gonna label these in parts. I'm just gonna... Maybe I should? I don't know. I'll decide what I'll label this episode of this later. I mean... Come on. How did it go, Shadow Chaser? You spoke with someone named BV? BV. Not ringing any bells. Could that be... Nah, it couldn't be her. Anyway, right. Focus. Eddie doesn't need our help, huh? This makes things a little clearer. I guess Mr. G was trying to set things up for Cole's new dog. If Eddie is going to be working against us, then it means we need to do something drastic to find out more about him. And I know just the thing. Okay, Shadow Chaser. If we want to get more information about Eddie, we're going to have to go to the source, the Ministry of Information. Only problem is that place is heavily guarded. Even someone like you yourself would be refused entry into the labs where they keep their files. Good thing I have a plan to let you in there. I hope you don't mind, by the way, that I keep throwing you into these situations. I get nervous about these things. I wonder, does Shadow Chaser hate that I keep putting her into bad situations? I really hope you don't, and I'd love to do it myself. It's just, well, you're you, and I'm me. So that can't really happen. Robert, let's focus on the plan. What are we doing? Right. Some members of the Resistance have planted several dud bombs around the Ministry. They're going to evacuate the building now to scan the area for any more bombs. When you get inside, you'll have maybe 2 minutes tops to get in, get the files, and get out before the PPD arrive to scan the area. Now, I'm sure if you're caught in there, you can explain what you're doing there, but it'll be after a nasty fight. If you can find the folder that Mr. G had, it'll tell us everything we need to know about this guy. Okay. Now, I've gotten better with timed missions, but I'm still finicky on it. Like, I'm telling you. Like, this is definitely gonna be like, it's like you just gotta get in there, get it done quick, and beat the clock. And, I mean, timed missions are not my favorite. Like, look at this. Look at these posters. Like, how self-absorbed can a group of people be? Seriously? Okay, so I'm not going to do this mission right now. I think what I want to do is I want to do the power story for this. I definitely want to do the power story and actually read everything carefully, simply because I feel like I never read closely enough for this sort of stuff. So we're going to go into Frostbreaker. She's going to become a villain at some point. Mother Mental, I don't know what path I'll take her on when the time comes. This one, I definitely want to do the Crusader storyline with her. And of course, I have a few more villains. Like, I have less villains than I do heroes. I don't know if that says something about my morality or my lack of creativity when it comes to making villains. I mean, I really don't know what to tell you there, but let's just go. I mean, I can admit it. I have, like, a lack of creativity when it comes to creating villains. I'm not gonna lie about that. So, I mean, I really don't want to do that one mission where he sends you on a chase to collect flowers and then all of that. It's boring. Like, you get the drill with that. So, let's contact Provost Merchant. Nice to talk to you, Nice to talk with you, Frostbreaker. My name is Merchant, Provost Merchant. You may have heard of me. I am one of the oldest members of the regime, having been around for all of the Hamadan Wars and even before. The one thing I seek above all else is the safety of Pretoria. Sometimes that means rather extreme measures. Other times it means ensuring the members of the Powers Division get what they need to continue their work. What exactly do you need? Okay, I want to do the Deputy Assistant of Information because, let's be real, this is the power story. And this, to me, is like what a villain looks like. Oh yeah. Do you know about the Deputy Assistant of Information? He's an up-and-comer within the government. He has a lot of ambition and asked me to contact you. Normally I wouldn't send you this way, but if you're looking for a chance to make a name for yourself here, the Deputy Assistant is the way to go. He has a habit of finding information on things that shouldn't be found. Deputy Assistant of Information is the start of the power storyline for the Loyalists. Those who are in power use the law for their own benefit, whether it be to gain power, fame, or glory. If they do help the people of Pretoria, it's only because it happened to fit into their own plans. People who follow the power path are often praised by the people as heroes, while hiding their true agenda from the masses. I mean, what does that sound like to you? It sounds like an episode of The Boys with Homelander, Queen Maeve, all of them. This is the type of storyline that they would follow. And then the most extreme path that Billy Butcher would probably follow would be the Crusader story arc for the Resistance. I mean, if you want to talk about, like, two, like, different sides of the aisle with extremities, there's Billy Butcher, the Crusader, and then Homelander, the Power. Seriously, it's like there's no in between. Well, this is actually, like, the less extreme, but at the same time, it's like, it's still, ugh, you know what I mean? It's like, ugh, I hate the idea of playing, like, an overly pretentious, pompous, you know, oppressor, if you will, but in this case, this is gonna work for a villain type storyline. I'm just saying. Here's where the deputy currently is. Be careful when you speak with him. The man could be somewhat, well, let's just say he has an air of desperation to him. Yeah, he wants to be all buddy-buddy with you. He wants to be your BFF for life. Yeah, text you, like, go out for freaking drinks. Okay, meet with him, and guess where I get to go? That my other heroes, who are part of the responsibility storyline, don't get to go. I get to go to, like, a nice special lounge and get to be surrounded by nothing but pure gold and elitism. So, yeah. No. I mean, look at that. They were just holding some civilians, like, hostage, probably for just protesting. Hi, guys. Oh, wait, you're not allowed to freaking go in there? That's, like, the elitist lounge. You can't go inside. What do you think you're doing there, guys? Sorry. Okay, let's go upstairs. Okay, here we go. Here's our buddy. Hey, hey, look at that freaking smiling face. Look at that smirk that's, like, resting on his face right now. Like, this guy, this scum. Look, this is what I'm gonna turn into by the end of the storyline. And then by the time I go to, like, the freaking rogue aisles for City of Villains, I'm gonna be, like, such on, like, a high, like, rank of, like, what's the word? What's the word that I'm looking for? I can't really... I can't think of it right now. It's a pleasure to meet a fine upstanding member of the Powers Division, such as yourself. No doubt that my good friend, Merchant, spoke with you? Yes, of course. I'm pleased to begin our working relationship, just as much as you are, I imagine. Shall we get started? Let's get started. Well, hello. To what do I owe the honor of making the acquaintance with you, yet another of our distinguished Powers Division members? I am the humble Deputy Assistant of Information. Who might you be? Frostbreaker. It's a pleasure to meet such an amazing person as yourself, Frostbreaker. What was it again that directed you to me? I mean, I have so many people that I work with. It really is a chore to keep tabs on all of them. Provost General Merchant said you might be useful to me. The Provost General, he knows, I mean, well, yes. Yes, of course the Provost sent you. It's just that Gerald and I have not really had a chance to talk lately. I was merely surprised he had not contacted me earlier to tell me he was sending someone. We are good friends, Gerald and I, so I always try and return the favor and treat his friends as my own. Okay. I'm not here to be friends, Deputy. Merchant said you'd be useful. Was he wrong? Friends it is then. Let's talk about how this friendship will work. Okay, like which piece of dialogue should I choose? Like, literally, this guy is so freaking pompous and so stuck up. It's like, because I take American Sign Language, right? Like, I study that for, like, part of, like, what I do. That was, like, my language requirement for the semester, and I learned, like, the sign for stuck up. Stuck up is, like, where you take, like, the middle finger of, like, your right hand, and you, like, thumb it against your nose. So, like, when I see this guy, I just think, like, you can't see me doing it now, but if I had my camera turned on, you would know. Friends it is then. Let's talk about this friendship. Jesus Christ. I can't with this guy. Oh, man. Seriously. Who does he remind me of? Somebody. I'm not gonna say it. Fame is my specialty, Frostbreaker. I make certain that the people see the deeds you do, and when they do, you will be a household name. I have contacts at TPN, the PPD, and of course, the Ministry of Information. You will have no shortage of valiant deeds to be done with me at your side. That sounds like a plan. Let's get started. You and I, Frostbreaker, we could make a real swell team. I could be your partner. No, wait, I have a better idea. I could be your manager. Oh, really? See, I've got connections all over the city. I hear about everything going on in the city, and that means you will hear it too. Information is, after all, my specialty. Take this, for example. A man named Paul Vallis. He murdered a PPD officer, Douglas Cartwright. Cartwright was a real heroic type. Just won a Medal of Honor from Emperor Cole himself. But I digress. Paul Vallis walks right up to Cartwright in the middle of a crowded restaurant, right in front of his wife and kids and everyone, and shoots him in the temple, killing him. The PPD didn't catch him, and they've been searching for him ever since. If you were to bring in Paul Vallis, you'd be a hero. Okay. That's the spirit. See, you and I are going to be a great team. You win the hearts and minds of the people, and I'll manage your fans and get the information you need. Oh, there I go, prattling on and on again before it's prudent to do so. So Vallis disappears, everyone says down in the tunnels. But I know better. I have the right connections and they keep me well informed. It turns out Vallis didn't go underground at all. He holed up with some syndicate go-gangers. You know the type, right? Color-coded motorcycle leathers, sunglasses, automatic weapons. I know where they're hiding him, but the PPD are going to find him sooner than later. If you take him out first, you will win the people's minds. If you place a rose on Cole's statue in memory of Officer Cartwright, you will also win their hearts. Yeah, okay. You tell me that. I mean, considering I'm choosing for this character to be a pompous, stuck-up, like, brat, basically, I'm gonna eat this right up. I'm telling you. Like, this is fun. This is kind of fun to play a pompous, stuck-up son of a gun. You know? Like, it's actually kind of fun to be able to play with power like this. It's actually kind of fun. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm probably gonna have the most fun playing this than even playing, like, the heroics. I'm just saying, it's, like, always more fun to play the villain. Okay. Let's do this. Syndicate. Oh, I earned a badge. Controller. Here to take me in? I won't go alive. I'm counting on that. Then why hesitate? Just finish me off or I'll do it myself, eh? Okay, I have 3 options. Why'd you do it? Why'd you kill Cartwright? Got any last words? Go ahead, finish yourself off then. Save me the trouble. I'm gonna ask this question. He wasn't no hero. Cartwright deserved to die more than I do for killing him. He took everything from me. My wife? My son? Why? What did they do? Nothing. They were innocent. PPD, Powers Division, you're all the same. Cartwright was drunk on his power. We ran into him one night, just a minute after curfew. That's all it took. He blew out my niece with his power gauntlets and then had my family taken away as traitors. He left me there on the street to get picked up by a hospital unit. Okay. What happened to your family? Executed for treason. My wife and son were executed because that scumbag wanted to flaunt his power. I vowed revenge, and I got it. I don't care what happens to me now. Just that Cartwright's family knows why their father got taken from them. Because my family got taken from me. I'll see if there's any truth to it. If there is, I'll make sure everyone knows. I can sort of see his point there. As sad as that may seem. Let's just visit his memorial. And then we'll be done for the day. Emperor Marcus Cole, our mighty and most beneficent leader. Look now upon the face of your benefactor, his eyes cast always to the horizon of our collective prosperity. Emperor Marcus Cole bravely stands at the vanguard to vouchsafe our security. I call upon you, people of Praetoria, to cast aside all doubt and fear, to carry up your brothers and sisters, so that all may stand tall and proud. Hold your head up high and challenge the darkness to cloud our growing dawn. For it is the fires of our righteous cause that shall carry the day. Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to continue with the storyline and see, like, how much power I can gain. Definitely. Definitely. Train to new power. And then we're going to sign off for the day. Alright. That's all that we have time for, so that's all I'm going to do for the day. God bless. Happy gaming. See ya.